Alright guys, we will be going through Unit 8, Lesson 3, Solving Multi-Step Equations, so please get your notes out and be sure you're following along. So you have these. Up on top it says first decide if either side can be, and that's talking about either side of the equation, the equal sign. We're going to see if it can be simplified. Okay, simplified. Second, do addition to create zero pairs on side with the variable. So we are going to work on the side with the variable or the letter first. And then third, divide each side into two separate groups. Okay, I want my x's on one side, whole numbers on the other side. So let's take a look at the first one. 3x plus 9 and 18. First decide if either side can be simplified. So can I combine 3x and 9? Hopefully you're shaking your head no, you cannot. One has an x, one does not, so I can't simplify there. And then I have 18 on the right side. Obviously that's by itself, so that's as simplified as it can get. Second, do addition to create zero pairs on side with the variable. So here's my side with the variable. I'm not going to touch the x. And I need to do the opposite of a plus 9. So the opposite of a plus 9 is, of course, subtract 9. So I still have my 3x. Here's what it means by zero pair. Those two things cancel out because it's 0. Equals 18 minus 9 is 9. Okay, 3 times what is 9? If you can't see that, we need to do the opposite. That means 3 times x. So I need to divide by 3 on each side. Again, cancels out, and I have x equals 9 divided by 3 is 3. On the right side here it says check. Make sure your answer makes sense. 3 times x, it says, is 3, plus 9 equals 18. Following order of operations, 3 times 3 is 9. And of course 9 plus 9 is 18, so you know you got it right. Next one, a little trickier now with the negative signs. Excuse me. So again, I can't simplify anything on either side yet. So I'm going to concentrate on the side with the variable. So I have a minus 2. So I need to do the opposite of a minus 2. And I'm going to add 2. So you got to be a little careful now. Negative 10 plus 2. You owe somebody $10 and you give them $2. How much do you owe them? You still owe them 8. You're negative 8. And on the right side here I have negative y. Now I don't care about negative y, but I do care about positive y. So if you ever have a negative y, you just switch the signs. Okay, so if negative y equals negative 8, what do you think positive y equals? Positive 8. And again, we can check it. Negative 10 equals negative something plus negative 2. I'm going to try my 8. Negative 10 equals negative 8 plus negative 2. Is negative 8 plus negative 2 negative 10? Yes, it is. You know you got it right. Number 3. C plus negative 1 equals negative 8. Again, I cannot simplify that. They are not like terms. So I'm not going to touch the variable. I'm going to do the opposite of a minus 1. Add 1. They're going to cancel. And I got C equals negative 8 plus 1. Okay, you owe somebody $8. You pay them back 1. You now owe them $7. And again, we can check it. C plus negative 1 equals negative 8. I just found C. Negative 7 plus negative 1, is that negative 8? Yes, it is. Okay, back 1. Now here's the first one we have that we can simplify before we do anything. Right side is good. Left side, I can't do anything with the 2x because there's no x's here, but I can combine these two things. What is negative 3 plus 5? That should be a positive 2. Negative 3 plus 5. You owe somebody $3. You give them 5. You're now on the plus side, $2. Okay, so now I simplified. Again, here's my x. I'm not even going to touch that. What's the opposite of a plus 2? It's minus 2. 2x just stays the same. Negative 10 minus another 2. You owe somebody $10, you borrow another 2. You owe them $12. Okay, maybe you can see what x is. Negative 2 times something is negative 12. If not, the opposite of multiplying by negative 2 is divide by negative 2. And I get x equals negative 12 divided by negative 2 is a positive 6. And again, we can check it back to the original problem. Negative 2 times x minus 3 plus 5 is negative 10. X I said was 6, so let's try it. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Minus another 3 plus 5. Negative 12 minus another 3 is negative 15. Negative 15 plus 5 is negative 10. So again, we know you got it right. All right, next I would like you to look at worksheet 305. And it's just following the order of operations. Remember, you need to multiply before you add and subtract. So on this one, I have to multiply first. A lot of us like to do 3 plus negative 2 first, but following the order of operations, you have to multiply. So 3 plus negative 2 times 5 is a negative 10. So 3 plus negative 10, or 3 minus 10, is negative 7. Number 2, again, I have to multiply first. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4, plus 7 is positive 3. Next one, number 3, again, I have to multiply and divide first. So I have negative 7 minus 42 divided by 7 is 6. Negative 7 minus another 6. You owe somebody $7, you're borrowing another 6, you owe them 13. Number 4, 4 minus 8 plus 4. It's all adding and subtracting, so I'm going to go left to right. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Plus 4 is 0. Okay, and the last thing I want you to do is take a peek at page 306 in your workbook. Okay, I'd like to do a couple of these. Let's do number 1 first. Again, get these in your notes so you have more practice, so you have more guidelines to follow. Here's my 3x. I cannot combine 3x and 9, so I'm not going to simplify that. 27 is already simplified, so I got to do the opposite of a plus 9. I'm going to subtract 9. I still have my 3x equals 27 minus 9 is 18. 3 times what is 18? Otherwise, divide by 3, and I get x equals 6. I'll let you check that one yourself if you would like. Number 2, again, I cannot simplify these, so I got to do the opposite. I'm not going to touch the x. So the opposite of a minus 12 is a plus 12. So I get 4x equals 36. 4 times what is 36? If not, if you can't see it, got to divide by 4, and you get x equals 9. Okay, last one we're going to do is number 3. This one, again, you can simplify. We can simplify that left side first. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. Now I cannot simplify any further. Here's my x, so I'm not going to touch that. What's the opposite of a minus 7? I'm going to add 7. And I get 6x equals 35 plus 7 is 42. 6 times what is 42? Again, if you cannot see it, divide by 6. Divide by the number in front of the x. And I get x equals 7. Okay, last one. We will finish it. Again, I can combine like terms right here. Negative 2x plus 2 equals negative 10. I'm going to subtract 2, and I get negative 2x equals negative 12. Divide by negative 2, and I get x equals 6. Hopefully that one looked familiar for you, because we just did it. We actually just did most of those again. Question number 1 was the same as number 1. Question number 4 was the same as number 4, so hopefully that all looked familiar to you. All right, guys, so your assignment, okay, this will be due on Monday, since I'm going to assign it to you on Friday. This is page 625 and 626. When you submit it back to me, make sure you submit it taking a picture vertically like this. A couple of them I got taken this way, and then it makes it kind of difficult to grade. So if you could take a picture like this, that would be great when you submit it. And you guys have a good weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.